Unsee here. Shay's in the building. And I got one question for y'all. What in the hell is going on in Miami? 1 minute. Jonnu Smith breaking records. Darren Waller's coming out of retirement. And now they talking about bringing in Tyler Higbee with a $17 million price tag like they print money in Biscayne Bay. I don't know if they build in a Super Bowl contender or collecting tight ends like Pokemon cards, but I do know this. We need to break it all the way down. So get comfy, pour a lil yak, and let us walk you all through it, Dolphin style. Let's start with the man who had the best tight end season of his career in Aqua and Orange, Jonnu Smith. This man had a career high in touchdowns, looked like he finally found his groove, and straight up told his agent to make it work in Miami. But guess what? He gone. Now, Un's been around this league a long time. I seen pro bowlers walk for pennies and practice squad guys get paid like CEOs. But this one hit different. Jonnu wanted to stay. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, Mr. Miami himself, said it loud and clear. This is where he lives. His dream team is the Dolphins, but dreams don't pay rent, and dreams don't cover salary cap hit. Miami looked at the books, saw Jonnu's value going up and said, "We can't do it." It was business. Cold, clinical, and calculated. Smith admitted he was blindsided. And let me tell you something, that ain't no exaggeration. The way he was talking about retiring in Miami, that man had already mentally unpacked his suitcase. But business is business. And that's what sent him to Pittsburgh. With Jonnu out, what did Miami do? They went out and hit the buzzer like Pat Riley with a plan. They said, "Darren Waller, come on down." Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I first saw the headline, Dolphins acquired Darren Waller from Giants, I said, ain't he on the retired list? But Miami saw what I saw. Potential. Waller at his best. Top 5 tight end. Matchup nightmare. A former wide receiver who can line up in the slot, outside, inline. Hell, he probably could run the ball if you asked him. But Waller at his worst. Injured. Ghosting in big games. And a locker room enigma. So why the gamble? Because Mike McDaniel knows the clock is ticking. Tua's still on a rookie deal. Tyreek ain't getting younger. And this is the championship window. It's now or never. Let me tell y'all something that don't show up on ESPN graphics or those fancy next-gen stats. The Dolphins are fragile. I ain't talking finesse. I'm talking injury. Tua's been in the concussion protocol more than some dudes been in red zone packages. Terran Armstead is made of granite, but granite cracks. Raheem Mostert, Jalen Waddle, even Tyreek Hill had to deal with nagging stuff. Now, enter Darren Waller, who missed 18 games in the last 3 seasons. You see what I'm saying? This ain't depth. This is insurance. That's why Nick Roloff, shoot out to Dolphins today, dropped the Higbee bomb. Let me introduce y'all to Tyler Higbee. Not flashy, not loud, not viral. But the man is reliable, physical, and most importantly, healthy, mostly. Career, 317 receptions, 3,300 yards, 24 TED, helped win a Super Bowl. And oh yeah, the man can block and catch. Rare combo. He's not Waller. He's not Jonnu. But what he is solid. He would walk into that Miami locker room and immediately be the glue guy. The vet who can calm the chaos. And if Waller tweaks a hammy, guess what? Higbee can hold it down. Now, $17 million over 2 years is no joke. That ain't chump change for a tape. But if you got the window to win right now, you don't count coins, you count Lombardis. Y'all remember when the Rams loaded up with Obji, Von Miller, Stafford, and Aaron Donald, folks called it risky, called it desperate. Then they won the Super Bowl. Miami trying to run that same blueprint. Tua, the conductor. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. The burners Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane. The jetpacks. Waller, maybe Higbee. The mismatch makers. This team ain't trying to build for 5 years from now. They trying to win right now. But like Unsey always says, the more stars you got, the more egos you juggle. And health ain't guaranteed. Let's get real. Waller is a coin flip. Waller is a coin flip. Could be elite. Could be iced out by week 3. Miami is one awkward landing away from having no T depth. Now let's imagine this scenario. Waller plays 8, 10 games. Higbee takes over the rest. Tua stays upright. McDaniel schemes his way to the AFC title game? Sound crazy? Not to unsee. This is about stability. This is about insurance. This is about not letting an entire offense go sideways just because one dude pulled a calf muscle. What? And let's not forget, Higbee's contract is manageable, no long-term ties, low risk, high floor. Let's not gloss over this either. Jonnu Smith got done a little dirty. He gave Miami everything. Broke records, loved the city, wanted to retire there, and they flipped him like a 2018 Camry. That hurts, and it sends a message to that locker room. This is a business. You ball, cool. But if we find someone cheaper or shinier, pack your bag. So now, every player's thinking, if it could happen to Jonnu, it could happen to me. That builds urgency, maybe even some resentment. But if managed right, that builds fire. And sometimes fire's all you need to go on a run, all right? You all waited long enough. And don't tell you what it is. Should Miami go after Tyler Higbee? Yes, absolutely. 1,000%. Here's why. A reliable, proven vet can block in a run-heavy McDaniel scheme. Softens the load on Waller. Immediate upgrade over backup options. Makes the T-room one of the most complete in the AFC. It ain't sexy. It ain't flashy. But it's the kind of move that wins you divisional playoff games when the snow is falling and your first option is in street clothes. This move is what you call a championship pivot. Let's be clear. This season is make or break for the Dolphins. Tua still hasn't gotten the long-term deal. Tyreek's window is closing. McDaniel's offense needs to evolve. And the AFC is a war zone. Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, Burrow, and maybe even Aaron Rodgers. One slip, and you're watching the playoffs from the couch. Adding Tyler Higbee might not make headlines, but it's the type of move champions make, because it ain't just about the stars. It's about the guys who show up every Sunday, bruised, battered, and still blocking for 6. So to all my Dolphins fans out there crying about Jonnu or worried about Waller, trust in the vision. They ain't just throwing darts. They're playing chess in South Beach. And if they land Higbee, just know, Unsee told you first. Shay out.